everybody, welcome to your weekly tarot forecast beginning Monday the 29th of December 2025. My name is Amy, I'm the owner of Looking Glass Tarot. Book a personal reading with me through lookingglasstarot.com.au. You can get a reading in person. I read out of a shop in King Street, Newtown in Sydney. You can book an online reading. You can hire me for any kind of celebratory event if you're in the Greater Sydney area, any kind of party or function. I have gift certificates for sale. And I do go live on TikTok and Instagram as well and do little mini readings. And I'm always doing little specials like full moon, new moon, things like that. Okay, all right, so I have pre-shuffled and cut one Lenormand and one tarot deck. So we're going to start with our Lenormand, and our theme is snake, or the Queen of Clubs. So snake is complications, it's complexities, it is navigating delicate situations. It can be the other woman or a complicated woman or someone that you can't trust. Think of somebody being cruel, someone being mean as a snake, or someone being a snake in the grass. That's if it's to do with a person. Otherwise, it could simply mean a complicated woman, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a complicated woman. Or it could mean, like I said, complexities or something of a difficult nature that you are trying to weave your way through. All right, so that's your theme. Two cards for the past. We have book. So book is learning, knowledge, and wisdom. And we learn through lessons. Yeah, we learn through gathering information. And book is facing to one side, to the left. So I am going to see what you've been learning about. And then we've got mice. So mice it's the little stresses and worries that nibble at the corners of our mind and tear at the edges of our consciousness. And it's like one little stress or worry you can handle, but when it builds up over time, it can become a lot. So you've been learning, you've been a little bit stressed. I just want to see what book is facing towards woman. So, okay, so we've got two women. So these can both be aspects of you. It could be, that you're this complicated person, but the woman, okay, so the way I'm looking at it, I'll flip it so you can see it. The woman's been learning a lot. So I don't know if you do identify as female and you've been studying, or if whatever this has been about, it's been teaching you a lot. You've been growing a lot. It doesn't mean that you're not still a little worried though. So let's see what's coming in for you this week. Two cards for the future. Okay, so mountain is challenges, but it's not challenges that cannot be overcome. It can be overcome with effort and with strategy. It can also be about distance. It can be emotional distance. It can be very rewarding once you have overcome this challenge or gone through this challenge or achieved this challenge that you set yourself. Think of the rewards of someone once they have gone, climbing Mount Everest, or you've just tackled a really hard subject at university, or you've gone through some health issue, or you've resolved some relationship problems. Challenges that can be overcome. Otherwise, some of you are traveling because mountain can be like far off. Some of you are experiencing emotional distance. Yeah, looking back at the past, you've been learning a lot. Maybe you've been learning a lot about what it is that causes you stress and worry. And so maybe you're deciding to tackle it so that you can like bonk it on its head once and for all. And then, and it could be to do with protecting yourself, or you being a caregiver, or somebody who's taking care of you, because bear can be, it's power, strength, resources. It can be like a grandmotherly type protective energy, or a man who's very protective of his wife. And if this is a protective bear, you guys are looking at each other. Yeah, you guys are looking at it. You can't see my deck I only have two Lenormand decks, and I've had this deck since 2019, and so it's very, very worn. But the bear is actually facing towards the woman. So the bear is facing towards the woman. So it could be that it's like you're trying to protect yourself, and what's in the middle is learning a lot about what it is that stresses you out and what challenges you need to overcome. And also we've got a black and a red 10, which can mean delays. So maybe things might be slow moving this week. Actually, all of these cards are quite static. There's no cards of sudden change or movement. So, and we're coming into the new year this week. Yeah. So yeah, maybe a lot of you are stressing about like some challenges because you're trying to, organize a New Year's Eve party. But yeah, like I said, there's this, it does appear to be this couple here, and what's between the two of you is learning and growth, some stresses and worries and some challenges. Yeah, so it could be, yeah, this could be a week where you are navigating some kind of complications in relationship, within yourself, in your life in general. Okay, so your theme with the tarot is a lot of women so far coming up. Queen of Wands. So this could be a female adult fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Also, she's very confident. She's very in her fire. All the fire signs I've noticed in general, as I've been doing this for years, are often quite robust in health, are big believers in themselves, can be very passionate in general about their hobbies, about other people, about their vocation, about their family. Yeah, but she knows her worth. She's very magnetic, she's very charismatic, and you notice her when she walks into a room. Yeah, so it's about stepping into your fire. 3 cards for current energy. We've got the Magician. So this is a new beginning, new year, new beginnings, makes sense. Knight of Cups. This could be a youngish, so teenager or in his 20s, water sign male, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Otherwise, this can be someone who's quite dreamy, quite moody, but this night has a lot to offer. So you could be offering the gift of your services, the gift of friendship, the gift of love. For some of you, you're meeting someone and they're offering you their heart, or you're offering them yours. And then, okay, so now we have a card of movement. Yeah, okay, so some of you are traveling. Yeah, and I know I'm contradicting myself. I know I said that those 7 Lenormand cards were quite static, but we did have mountains, which is challenges, and which can be things far away, and to get to far away you do have to move. So, and these are collective readings, so they're going to hit differently for everyone. So for some of you, you are going somewhere. Swords represent thoughts though, so for a lot of you, you are starting to think about something in a different way, about what your gifts are and what you have to offer, and as a result you could be moving on from an old belief system or an old way of thinking or behaving. Sorry, you know I always play with my hand. All right, what's coming in for you this week? We've got, if I can get the deck straight, celebrating with family, partnership, engagement, marriage, a graduation, and 4s of pauses in tarot. So this is a pause just to reflect and celebrate. So yeah, and New Year's Eve is a great time for that. It's a good time to think about what you're grateful for, think about what you want to achieve in the next coming year. Okay, 4 of Wands and then the 5 of Wands. Interesting. So the 5 of Wands comes after the 4 of Wands. And so after you've taken some time to celebrate, then you want to instigate change. And it looks like there's some discomfort around this. It looks like it's either within yourself, you're trying to come to terms with an idea that you've got. You're not comfortable entirely with how you're going to approach this and how you're going to get there. It's not clear yet. So before the 4 of Wands is the 3, 2, and the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is the spark of Wands. Is the spark of an idea. It's inception. And the 2 of Wands is planning. The 3 of Wands is expansion. The 4 of Wands is a pause to celebrate what you've got. And then the 5 of Wands, you're starting the process of change, but because you're in the process of change, you haven't quite gotten there. You start to get there and you start to achieve success and balance and harmony when you get to the 6 of Wands. That's the card of success. So expect a little bit of chaos, expect a little bit of discomfort as you go through this change. What else is coming in? Yeah, and you might doubt yourself as well. You might be like, this is what I want. I'm starting this beginning. I know what I have to offer. I'm going to start this journey as well. And I'm happy. I've got a lot to be grateful for. And yet the getting there might prove more difficult than you had anticipated. So what else is coming in? Yeah, but the good news is you are going to get to work. You're going to get to work. You're going to move through this energy. You're going to get to work. And you do have help. Like I said, 3 is a number of expansion. So you've got people on your side and you are going to expand and grow.